All right, so let's see if we can go for 3 out of 4. So far, 2 out of 3 ain't bad, but let's see if we can get the 4th one. I think the Feder should run. They're beefy as shit, and the Tecumseh S series is pretty much unstoppable. The only thing that might screw it is this unit does utilize a relay, a start relay. So you want to be careful when firing these ones up, because if the start winding is not dropping out, you can actually fry the compressor. And you'll know immediately what an S is supposed to sound like and what it's going to sound like if it's broke. Now, it's hotter than the devil's ass out here right now. So I'm assuming that this is, oh, there we go. I got it slid up. How the hell does that work? It does. That's crazy. So this thing was laying on the bottom of an old abandoned trailer that routinely got flooded out every time they had heavy rain. So it'll actually be a miracle if this thing works, but I think if any of them have the chance to pull through, this one here is the most resilient. Although those Chryslers have proven to be no slouches. So there's no freaking molded plug on this at all. Honestly, minus the rust, it's a real shame because this unit is definitely low miles, low hours. I should have no problem restoring it, except for the base pan leaves a little bit, a lot to be desired. But most likely, well, I could probably get a case for it. And the grills do show up on eBay from time to time because they were so common. And they made the replacement slide-in since up until 2008. So if you had one of these and you didn't feel like, and you go on the Feder's website and buy a brand new one. It wasn't as nice as that. It was all cheaply made with the newer components, but it would slide right into that and you can still use the original grill with it.
That's pretty cool.
So let's plug that. We are in off position. Okay, we're good. Yeah. It's trying. Get some WD-40. I think the Feders will fire up, Rob, once we get it freaking free. And if it doesn't, can you really hold it against it? I'm sure the capacitor is long dead too. All right, let's try the compressor. Well, it's not even trying. So that could be the switch too. Let me unplug it and spray some of that in the freaking switch. I should go get some deoxit, but I've used these on electrical controls before. You're not supposed to, but it will work. Yeah, it says you can use it for electric. Just don't have it plugged in, which we don't. Unbelievable. All those years, man.
Yep, stuff was made better back then.
That's all I needed was a little bit of contact lube to free it up. Oh yeah, that's moving nice and free now. All right, so I'll leave it unplugged, leave it on vent, and just switch it on just in case just so I have time to react if the compressor gets stuck on start windings. Just doesn't have the balls to keep it going. Like I said, it's humming like a fuck. It's crying. That could also be a thermostat issue. To kill it for a second. I can't even see if that's even. I think we're gonna toss this one up to a no-go. Like I said, I was doing a blind test to see if they fire up. Okay, it's not the thermostat. There it goes. Cycled off. Cycled on. Oh, look at that. Nice and easy. Yeah, cut off, cut on. All right. So yeah, the compressor should be getting power. But like I said, it could be the overload, and it does utilize two. It does utilize a start relay, a run cap, and a start cap. So I'm sure it's not, the odds of it being something wrong with the compressor are very, very slim. And like I said, you can't technically count. It's trying. Is that a shaded pole motor? Yeah, okay, so it's not it can't be a capacitor issue for the fan, because the fan's a shaded pole. It doesn't have a cap. You can feel how much easier it is to spin the right way than it is the wrong way. So it's trying. So, all right, so 2 out of 4. The 2 Chryslers fired right up, and these were all completely sitting in ruin. So it's honestly, if you think about it, it's amazing any of these freaking want to work. So I'm going to turn this off before I do damage the fan motor. It was worth a shot. I think it'll work once we figure out why the compressor don't fire up. But that'll be a story for another day. I have a sink to cut out. Peace.